everybody. This is Charles for Premier Guitar, Winter NAMM 2013. I'm hanging out with Ernie, who's over there playing this beautiful sound in Baritone 12. And this is Joe Veillette from Woodstock, New York, the man that built this thing. And he's going to tell us about some of the stuff that he's got new at the show this year. And you brought a few things, didn't you?
I brought a few things. We have Ernie Jackson playing the Baritone 12, which has been around for a little while, but Ernie always gets a different take on it. And next thing I'd probably like to show is a Merlin high tune 12.
All right, let's check it out. Ernie has now become Jimmy.
Jimmy Epper?
Magically. This is a magical booth. The Veillette booth is a magical place.
Actually, the Merlin is essentially a unison 12 tuned a full octave higher than standard. So you're playing in keys that you're used to, no transposition necessary. And if someone really wants to hear a mandolin part and you're not that comfortable, this is your guitar.
You're really good at making stuff that a studio guitarist can reach for as if he had his own little bag of magic tricks. You've done brilliant work in that regard. This looks like another one.
Well, I don't know how brilliant it is, but it seems to work. Tools for musicians, that's the deal.
Let's hear a little bit of this thing. Sounds great. Now tell us about the construction here. This maple on the back?
That's a flame maple box with a mahogany neck and a guitar pickup system. And it's a very simple, basic instrument. The only strange things are the scale length and the tuning range.
Yeah. Looks pretty playable too. Actually, I can attest to that myself. I picked this thing up and it sounded great.
You ready for the next one?
We're ready for the next one. It sounds like it looks like you have something by your standards relatively conventional over here.
Yes, I don't use the C word very often, so we try to avoid that term here.
And it's hardly that. What's this called, Joe?
This is called a flyer.
Uh-huh.
It's based on the old acoustic guitars that are ladder braced, and it's sort of modernizing it, giving it a radius top for some structural soundness. Mm-hmm. And it's got a really interesting sound. We're doing really well with them.
What do you think the advantages of ladder bracing are in this particular guitar?
Well, it just has just not as sweet and smooth a sound as the X-Brace we've all become used to. The old blues guitars had a real kind of rude, very bluesy sort of sound that you just can't get with this. It's too sweet, usually with the other kind of bracing. So
a little less sweet looking, but sounds great, Joe.
Jimmy really does it justice, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'll say. It sounds nice. It is a little bit sweet, pretty husky, but still pretty sweet, huh?
Right,
more traditional sounding, but very quiet.
I don't think Joe likes that word either. Traditional.
The traditional is better than conventional.
Yeah. Not much normal going on here at Joe's booth. What are we looking at now? And we have a new player too. This is Christy, by the way.
This is Christy Linnae. Wonderful player who just recently acquired a Griffin, and she's going to be playing a Griffin guitar, which is
Tell us a little bit about this.
It's a unison 12-string tuned up to D, which is would be like a normal guitar, capoed at the 10th fret, if you could figure out a way to do that.
All right, let's hear some. That's beautiful stuff, Christy. Thank you. Cheers. So, yeah, not much conventional happening in Joe's shop, right?
No, I guess not.
Yeah. But this illustrates that this enables your instruments tend to enable some very unconventional approaches to music making.
I don't attract a lot of cover band musicians.
Yeah. All right.
Let's put it that way.
So, where should people go to find out more about all the odd things going up in Woodstock?
VeilletteGuitars.com. That's Veillette, as the headpiece says, with 2 L's.
Yeah.
You can try 3; that might work. And we've got a pretty standardized system of really updating things very regularly. So there's always something new showing up. And I don't know what it's going to be, but there's probably going to be something in a week or two that we haven't done yet.
Stay tuned, people, and go check out our YouTube channel. In the meantime, Joe, thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Christy, thank you for the beautiful playing. Take care. This is Charles signing off for Premier Guitar.